Hello, everyone. It's Friday Takeaway, and I'm very excited to greet my new guest, Alex Jordanov, the GM of Glovo Bulgaria, and not only Bulgaria, and the professional of food and grocery delivery industry, the true enthusiast of the field. Alex, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Tell us about yourself, please. Tell us about you. What do you do at Glovo? Why are you so enthusiastic about the industry? Tell us about your journey, please.
Yeah, no, of course. It's great to be here. Thanks for the invite. I've spent the last, I think, 25 years or so in the UK, right? So right now I'm in Bulgaria, leading the global team here, as well as a few other countries in the region. But I spent the last 25 years in the UK, and I spend a lot of time in the advisory part of the world. So I worked with IBM for a while on the tech side back in the early 2000s. And for the last 8 years, I spent some time with Bain & Company in London as one of the associate partners, focusing on tech, focusing on financial services, and focusing on private equity, where I would actually do a lot of due diligences on actually companies like Globos and aggregators in the space, whether it's food or it's retail. Did a lot of different projects across Europe, the US, over the last 8 years. But for the past 1 year, I joined the global team here in Bulgaria, and have been the GM for the country, where really the focus has been to work with the local team. It's a great team here in general, right? But work with them to share some of my experience from outside, and especially help us to push on some of the commercials and some of the operations to actually make us even better. And how I chose this industry, actually, I love the aggregator space, right? Whether it's food, whether it's retail, I think it's one of the best value proposition and most clearest value propositions you can have to end customers, right? To help them find everything in one place. And then when you add the delivery on top of this, which is again, great value proposition, but also very complex to crack, right? So it's quite
Not easy
at times. Exactly. It's basically a no-brainer for me. And I've done a lot of diligences on these companies. I think the industry is very new, right? Compared to, let's say, financial services. So there's a lot of new stuff to think of and crack problems, right? And there's a lot of opportunities to make a real difference.
Speaking about the industry and the transformations that we were mentioning, that companies are getting bigger, companies are getting into more verticals and optimizing the operations. Could you share some prospect on the transformations of Glovo and deliveryhero? Nothing confidential, but some, like, how is it affecting the company? How is it maybe like affecting the processes, the spirit? How hard is the transition? Because both of the companies are huge, right? Like you had tens of markets already and like thousands of people. Tell us more about this process and the effects of that.
Yeah. So obviously I wasn't part of Delivery Hero or Glovo, obviously, for the past 5 years, right? Only recently, but I can tell you, I think from conversations with people and personal observations, a couple of things. So I think fundamentally the COVID times were a very, very different years, in that during this time, I mean, the way to win, given all the investments in the space, and given this was actually the right time. So it was kind of like a lot of money meeting a lot of opportunity, right? The name of the game was basically, as you said it earlier, grow or die, right? And whoever grew the fastest right? And didn't die along the way because, I don't know, their systems break all the time, because, I don't know, people get burned out, very easily, right? What you end up, what you could basically hope to get is a significant market share. So when the dust settles, right, you're in a good place, right? And this is a
Right.
big reason why these companies have been so, so a bit the negative, right? The net
Right.
income negative, because it's all the massive push for land grabbing. Um, and these times actually they require, I mean, depends a lot on the player, right? But they require very different type of approach. So for example, Glovo, right? I mean, one of the reasons why it's been so successful, and with Oscar and the team building it, is because Glovo was all about speed, right?
Right.
So, you push to breaking point to sign the partners the fastest, get the functionality into production the fastest, right?
Right.
Expand the cities to the countries the fastest. Because if you're there, and if you have the functionality before your competitor, right, it matters in this industry. I mean, when you look at, let's say, let's say uni-appers and duo-appers, right? That the people that, how many only use you versus how many use
Right.
more than one platform. Actually, the uni-appers is a significant chunk of it. So actually acquiring them first, it means they stick around with you. I mean, it varies a lot between countries, but actually getting there first and then acquiring the customer first and having a decent offer, so they don't, you fundamentally, you can give them exactly what they need or the minimum they need. It means they stick with you, right?
So it's very
Where
hard to convert. If
it's
I
hard.
already have Glovo, it's very hard to convert me to Volt, for example.
I mean, it varies quite a lot between countries, right? Some countries have significant share of dual uppers or
Hmm.
multiple uppers, multi-uppers. But in general, as a rule of thumb, is once you acquire a customer, if you do a good job, meaning you have the content, right? Number one. Second is you have the affordability, meaning you have the good discounts, you have delivery fees that are not prohibitive. And third, you have the user experience, not so much the app itself, but more on the logistics side.
Hmm.
A lot of people don't see a reason to go and look for something else, right? Because
Hmm.
you get a little bit the Amazon effect, where most people go to Amazon, find what they need, and you don't go looking on other sites
Right.
and compare for every single thing, right? So this time of the development in the industry was actually very different. So it was all about breakneck speeds, just don't die, right? And grab as much land as possible. And this worked really well. But the problem is now this is no longer the case, right? I mean, the growth,
100%.
right, is very
This doesn't fly anymore.
doesn't fly anymore, right? As you said yourself earlier, right? A lot of the markets are now saturated with players, right? There you're seeing some dying off, some getting bought out, right? And what you're seeing is the industry itself settling down on, I don't know, 10% yearly growth, 20% yearly growth, some no yearly growth at all. So it
Hmm.
becomes a lot more of a quality play, right? So before, let's say, speed was a big part. Now it's a lot more quality, right? When we talk about the user experience, making sure that you actually your shit doesn't break every other week, right? Because this is a clear reason why somebody should go. When you manage your operations, let's say if you're highly saturated, meaning you have a lot more orders than couriers, right? And you
It's a
restrict,
problem.
it's a problem,
That's
right?
when people choose the other company, right?
Exactly, because depending on the company, right? Different companies handle it in different ways. Some would close off all parts, different parts of the city. So you're in the part of the city, you open the app, nothing, right? So I think Just Eat, for example, I think do this in some countries. Others will shrink the radii of the restaurants, right?
Hmm.
So you shrink them to be able to kind of manage the logistics, but means that the selection or the content for the end customer shrinks as well. So they don't see it
100%.
should. Others will do other things, but fundamentally,
Delivery times, right?
exactly, your delivery times go through the roof, and then the customer's like, I ordered the shit, expecting it for it to come in half an hour, 40 minutes. An hour and 20 minutes later, I am not hungry anymore, or like, I don't know, I had biscuits, right, and I'm pissed off. So this now becomes a lot more more about quality, and not just user experience, but also which partners work with you and don't work with the others. But it also is about quality of the people as well, right? So this is
Right.
why it's so important. Let's say in the speed part of any in the speed part of the life cycle, it was all about, look, we just need bodies on the ground, right? Let's say control them a lot more than normally we would, because you get maybe very young people, very inexperienced people, good people, a lot of them smart. But we just need pairs of hands to do so much work going on, right? And you're growing so fast, somebody with, I don't know, 6 months experience, bam, they become a team leader. In a normal company, probably takes 2 years, takes like 2 minutes here. Right? You expand more, bam, 6 months later, they're now, I don't know, a department leader. Right? So a
You
lot of
have a
these
success. You
people,
had a successful launch. Now you become a launcher, and you go open all of the markets like you don't even know about. So yeah, those
exactly,
were crazy, crazy, wild west times.
exactly. But now you can't do this, right? But now you need really the people that push. You really need to double down on the quality, right? Which is not so much whether the people you have in the company, whether the quality is there. Let's assume that it is, right? If these people stay, they stayed for a reason, right? Because they're dedicated, they're smart, or
Right.
both, right?
Stress
Um,
test is
exactly. But now,
massive, right?
exactly. And
And you
now
know
that
you what you were fighting for, right? Like you're already
mm,
very dedicated, and you know a bunch, right? Like you went through the all types of storms, right?
you were there for
Oversupply,
dark
undersupply,
time.
uh,
Yeah,
recession,
yeah, exactly. I don't know. You were there when you
war.
ran out of couriers and you had to close the city, and then somebody was basically shouting at you for the next 5 days, right? And they, whoever was shouting at you, they tried to do it, and the city was still closed, so they got a little bit humble, right? So you probably learned a lot. You did a lot of mistakes. You broke a lot of shit. You did enough right to stick around. But the truth is now, you're probably starting to compete against, people that would be, let's say established professionals that from other industries are joining some of these companies, and they have a lot of experience, how to run big teams, how to motivate
Mhm.
teams, right? So
What is strategy?
exactly, right. So this is now where you have to probably double down on your people, right? You have to probably cut some of the other budgets, right? Maybe your marketing budget doesn't need to be what it
Mhm.
was before, because now the return for your buck is nowhere what it used to be a couple of years ago, right? So you cut there, maybe you cut some others, you optimize your operations so you don't need to burn as much. But I think this is probably the time when you look at your people and say, you know what, this is now going to be my next frontier for the next few years. If I double down, if I get the right people and keep the right people and I develop them, this is what's going to win me, right? The market and the market share, right? So I think this is one big difference, right? Where a lot of these companies, including Delivery Hero and Glovo, where is it double down now on raising the bar, right? Raising the bar
Mm.
for investment in people, raising the bar on expectations from people. And I think it's really, really exciting, right? Really exciting, but also it's very new, right? You kind of got used to how to grow and not die, and now this is done. Shit, now I gotta learn how to develop and grow people in a very, very different environment. It's you gotta figure it out. Other thing,
Awesome.
as you said, is like on the operation side, right? There's a lot of improvements you can make to actually get the key. I mean, think of a company in this industry. Like half of your costs is your delivery, right? Is basically
Mhm.
your delivery guys and everything. This is like half. Like marketing is probably, as a rule of thumb, let's say a quarter, 30%. And then everything else, even if you were to optimize it, that'd be nice, but it's not going to move the needle much, right? So if you can make a meaningful difference to your costs there, this should free up enough capital so you can
Mhm.
invest again to in your people or to win market share one way or another.
Question about your Q1 results. You guys, Delivery Hero, did pretty well and showing some very, very positive dynamics. So is the secret sauce this new kind of expectations bar, pushing the team to the new limits and the maturity of the organization. That is the main kind of base of these results, or maybe you can add something on top of that.
Yeah. So I mean, what I would say is probably so the really difficult part now is to be both showing growth, number one, and then be improving your profitability. Right? You can probably
Right.
still do one or the other, right? But it's really hard to do both. So players like Delivery Hero, I mean, DoorDash, etc. Right? They Uber, right? They're actually bucking the trend, and this is great to see that it's actually possible to do. Now, how do you do it? I think every company probably does it slightly different. Like that, I think for Delivery Hero, I think the secret sauce is. I think they have they have a great core, which is the Delivery Hero part, where they would make sure that best practices between companies are shared, where they make sure that actually these businesses are run in a way that you can be a publicly listed company. But at
Right.
the end of the day, they actually give a lot of freedom to the companies that they actually own. Right. So an example is Glovo, right? They've been amazing in that actually Glovo is now part of the Delivery Hero, right? There's a lot of obviously conversations, there's a lot of alignments going on, but fundamentally Glovo is Glovo and is being ran as Glovo the way it was always to be, right? The culture, the people, the founders, right? The ideas, everything's staying the same. So I think probably
Like with
part of
many other brands, right? Like Talabat, for example, they're super independent in their tech and in their strategies.
Exactly. Right, Foodora, right, Foodpanda, right. I mean, I think they have great at and actually when you hear Nicholas speak, I think he has a firm belief is that the companies they buy them because they believe in the teams that run them, right? That they know what they're doing. And yeah, I think business literature is filled with failed M&As where you kind of buy and then never see the return. And for them to be able to actually continuously buy company after company, I think
Well,
the
that
only
was the
way.
strategy from the beginning, right? Like that's
Exactly.
basically what they did from day one, right? Like it was
Exactly.
acquisition and strategic kind of operations from the central team, but local teams, local brands, local people.
Exactly. They focus on, look, where can we add value, whether it's actually share best practices or whether it's shave off on some of the costs. You can imagine, I don't know, you have negotiations with AWS. Probably is very different if you have negotiations as, let's say, Talabat, as you gave example, versus if you go as Delivery Hero and then you have all the brands underneath, right? The costs that you can probably shave
There is
off.
a bunch, right? Like there is a bunch. Just imagine, I cannot imagine how much is spent on lawyers
Yeah,
or which can be centralized, right? Like or different audits and I don't know, courier gear, right? This is a massive thing, right? Like when you unite the operations, it
yeah.
becomes just more efficient for you. When you outsource it, it's getting even more efficient, but that's a different topic.
No, but I think, outsourcing is a key because, at the end of the day, your core business is not to kind of manufacture really, career gear and deal with it. So this will be an example where it's
And
a place
operate it.
outsource, right? What you want is somebody who can, if you outsource it to them, and chances others are outsourcing, they can probably get even better prices, right? And they can probably share a lot of best experience on their front. So this will be, and it's also not your core. This is not your operations and logistics, right? This is actually something that supports your operations logistics. And if you outsource it and you see the return, I think this is going to be the place to actually, this is one of the best things to actually save money on, right?
100%. 100%. Did you know that food delivery aggregators spend approximately $500,000 to $1 million per market per year to equip their courier fleet? And this is just the investment in gear stock. Don't forget to budget at least $50,000 to $70,000 per market to manage and distribute it. I know, it sounds ridiculous, especially when you can outsource all the headache and costs to WearYourBrand. We will manage everything for you, gear R&D, production, logistics, customs clearance, storage, management and distribution, courier support, and the list goes on. Through our IT solutions, your team will unlock insights on how to maximize brand awareness on the streets, increase the efficiency and rider satisfaction. Follow the link in description to sign up for the demo ASAP. And what about the exchange of ideas? Because you in Delivery Hero now as a whole, in Glovo obviously, but Glovo being a part of Delivery Hero, you have such a massive opportunity of information exchange. Like you have LATAM and experiences from there. You have Asia, huge, right? Like Food Panda is going big there, massive operations in Europe, in Middle East, and all these regions and markets specifically, but the regions also, they're so different, and there are so many cool practices that you can kind of create a fusion of and push so many cool initiatives. Can you tell us something like how does it work in Delivery Hero?
I mean, examples would be, so there's a few ways that it works, right? So obviously, let's say, first of all, there's the perspective at the different layers of the organization, right? So there you will be thinking of how you exchange ideas between Nicholas, Oscar, all the other founders of the different companies, right? The Pedidos Ya, or whether it's the Food Pandas or the Foodoras, right? So there is the first one. Then the second one is actually how do you exchange some of this at, let's say, the lower levels, right? Whether it's the middle management, whether it's the different regionals or GM countries, and in these things, I think the way they do it is in a number of ways. The first one, and let's say the closest one, is where you would actually have FaceTime. So they have a lot of let's say summits, right, where you actually gather these people together. It's an intense couple of days, and they actually share the ideas. The second one is actually where you would have let's say the monthly time together, where you would get together with Nicholas, all the different founders, CEOs to come together and discuss basically what's going on, what are we all doing, what is it that, I don't know, present some best cases or best practices, right? And everybody can gather some of this. Then the third one, and again, now this is now coming more towards the rest of the organization, you actually have a lot of different catch-ups, right? So for example, the GMs from all the countries would actually have catch-ups, right, between different companies, and you can actually join these. You actually have a lot of newsletters, which, I mean, in many ways, I am when the first one I read, I was actually surprised how useful it is, right? So the last one we received that I got a couple of days ago was, and you get one of these every week. It was an example of what Talabat is doing with around AI, right? I mean, they launched a bot, which was
that's a pretty cool one.
Yeah, that was a cool one. I mean, obviously, let's say that some teething problems, right? Some cool stuff, but also some teething problems, I think, there. But it was really
well,
great.
You got to experiment, right? And that's the whole spirit. To summarize, if I heard you correctly, basically, on one hand, Delivery Hero is a strategic kind of partner to you, business wise, right? You have a lot of projects, of course, like you're financially tight, operationally tight, etc. But at the same time, it's like a huge community, right? Where you're developing the spirit of entrepreneurship, exchange of information, different flows of information, different opportunities for information to exchange, for the new ideas and new knowledge to be born. This is super exciting.
Yeah, that's an awesome way to put it. Community is a great word. Absolutely, man. That's exactly like it. So that's very good.
Can you tell us about the new verticals that you guys are launching? There is this Glovo Fashion that recently launched in Spain, if I'm correct. Tell us about it, if you know about it, and what are the plans around this vertical?
Yeah. So, I mean, speaking about global launching verticals, right? I mean, after food, let's say restaurants, right? The biggest one would be groceries, which was obviously launched a while ago, right? And since then, different parts of retail would be in focus, right? And depending on the country, legal situation, etc., you look at whether it's electronics or OTCs, right, over-the-counter medicines, and so on, as pharmacies, basically, right? It would vary quite a lot. But one thing that I think has been very tough to crack has been fashion, right? To provide the type of experience to buy fashion
Why
is
fashion?
why it's tough or why pick fashion.
Yeah, why fashion is specifically tough?
Right, because a lot of let's say a lot of the fashion is around, you have big players that are already really well established. So
Mhm.
people will actually go and buy fashion there, right? Versus there's no big pharmacy players that people would actually go and buy their over the
Hmm.
counter medicines from. So
And
first of all,
that's why pharmacy is easier.
exactly, right?
Okay,
Pharmacy is easier, right? Let's say it's more difficult from legislation point of view and
of
regulation,
course.
right? But in many ways, it's a lot easier, right? Groceries is the same stuff, right? You don't have massive groceries places compared to, let's say, fashion. Whereas in fashion, and again, leaving places like Temu, right, which are now, or Shane, which are now basically breaking everybody's stuff around with their model and fast fashion, you have very well established fashion brands that actually have quite a good, meaningful online digital presence. So actually getting them to buy into the vision, join a platform that fundamentally is known, for example, with restaurants or grocers, right?
Hmm.
Everything but fashion is actually a problem of itself. Second, the user experience, right? I mean, they would, when you browse fashion, it's fundamentally different versus if you browse, let's say, a restaurant where you have a menu, right? You might probably pick a restaurant and then you have a menu, maybe 30 to 40 dishes, and then you pick and then you go, right? Or grocers in many the same way. Fashion is something that you could engage quite easily, especially some people in 40 minutes or 1 hour session to actually pick, browse. Basically, you're looking for the stuff that's going to grab you. Right. With food, it's similar, but the times you're looking for the stuff that's going to grab is probably a few minutes, right? If you don't
Right.
find it, whereas in fashion, it's actually takes longer. So the user experience is very different from a product point of view. So actually
Hmm.
to adjust the app to set it up in a way that it's okay to browse then all the different subcategories, right? Let's say in restaurants you have, I don't know, 5, 10 categories of salads, maybe mains, maybe whatever. Right? In fashion you have, categories after
Everything.
categories. So it's a nice step of you do first, let's say food, then you do groceries. It's a nice step towards being able to service this much more complex purchasing experience, right? But fashion has been the one thing to then really it's taken a while to crack to put these all things together. But now Glovo's there, right? Now Glovo's there, so they launched it. I mean, the tech has been available for a few months. Now the brands are on there. So it was actually launched in Spain, right? Basically a few weeks ago. And I'm actually super excited, right? I mean, this is a massive industry.
It is
And
huge.
it's also an industry that doesn't normally have this on-demand element to it, right? You order from Zara, for example, you get it in a day, maybe a couple of days, maybe a week, right? Especially depending on the items. But to be actually able to get it in half an hour, right? This is quite big. It's quite huge. So yeah, pretty exciting.
Yeah, it is. It is very interesting. But to the point of the difficulties, I agree that there are established players in e-commerce, and at the same time, the market. It means that the market is already kind of taught, right? And uh, the opportunity is also huge. And if we're speaking about especially some top premium brands where convenience can play like a major role, right? Because it's a service, and you order something unique or something very expensive, right? Some high-end brand, fashion brand, and you get it delivered in 30 minutes or an hour. That's actually the occasion where you want it to be delivered to you fast, right? Because you're willing to pay quite some money for it, right? It can be like a high-end delivery. That's one point of you, and on the other hand, you have a massive already built infrastructure in e-commerce and partners to connect with, right? And to give them a new client streams and new revenue streams for them, and they give you the infrastructure, right? Basically the same thing how you went with groceries. Right, like with Bila, the deal with Bila, where they provide you all the infrastructure and you have the guys only coming and picking the orders up, right?
Exactly, and I mean that's absolutely right. And look, in many ways, right? There's a lot of brands that see exactly this, right? What you don't have to set up a lot of new stuff to be able to actually get this additional channel. And when you get this additional channel, you potentially run, quite a good opportunity to get additional new customers that never really tried you. So let's say you have a retail store, right? You have to make sure that you integrate in a way that you can show your stock levels, right? So
Right.
customers
The
don't.
operations are quite complex. No joke.
But once you crack this, let's say from a tech perspective, in most retailers, right, they would have good systems to manage inventory in general,
Mhm.
right? And especially they've already, played a little bit around with e-commerce. So what then you have basically once you've cracked this, all you got to do is make sure that your staff at the actual stores can actually provide the items quickly and so on, right? Because what you want is a delivery guy coming in. They have already prepared the order, I don't know, the couple of blouses or whatever it is, couple of jeans, and the delivery guy just picks it up and they're on their way, right? So
Right.
if you have to train your staff, it's actually something different than normally they will do. But again, it's, this part is not the difficult one. If you crack the first one, as you were saying, that's the difficult part. This is actually fairly easy. So the investment is not that massive on an ongoing basis, right? And
Right.
if you can tap into new customers as an additional channel, I think that's quite powerful, right? And it's quite good.
What do you see the potential for Glovo in this field, right? Like, is there growth, or is there going to be some change in the trend of the quick commerce business? I mean, the growth of the number of SKUs, for example, and the choices, or maybe more partnerships with retailers, and maybe getting rid of this expensive infrastructure. How do you guys look at this topic?
So what I would say is, when you look at the, let's call them, the dark stores, right, or these micro fulfillment centers, part of quick commerce. The one thing we didn't actually mention is some of the regulatory pressures you're
Right.
seeing, right? So, a number of cities have now banned essentially dark stores, whether it's or let's say under deep review, right, around Europe. And you can imagine if this is this is the core of your operations, right? To have the store, and you're having local councils or actually national bodies banning them from being present in town centers where actually you can't otherwise deliver. It means that A, obviously it's under threat, and B, you have to probably rethink how they operate. So how do you change the dark store so it doesn't qualify as a warehouse, right? Let's say
Right.
warehouses are banned from being established in town centers, right, where you have a lot of foot traffic. From a retail and legislation point of view, how is this going to work so it doesn't, you're not threatened that this is going to get closed off. But sorry, but beyond this, I think this is definitely an area where I've seen Delivery Hero, Glovo make massive strides in improving the profitability, right? So a lot of these are now profitable, so they're self-sustaining, they're not a drain on the P&L, which means that you actually now are starting to have a lot more, I mean, some aren't. Don't get me wrong. It's not that every
Right,
single
right.
country is fixed, but there's enough proof as well, a lot of proof to show that these can be very, very well run, profitable businesses. But now the question obviously is, how you grow them and where is this going to take you in the end, right? Are you going to be competing against the likes of, other pure players? And this is key that you have them because this is going to somehow give you an edge. Is this something you should be partnering with grocers, right? And there's a few examples actually in a few countries where the dark stores have essentially been taken over by one of the big grocers in the country, right?
Mm.
And you have essentially the player, the aggregator, work with them where they would get some sort of, let's say, royalty, or they would get some sort of a cut from the whole operations. But this massive grocer can bring all of their weight and experience, and
And
let's say
capital.
size and capital, exactly, to make sure that the prices that you can offer end customers are that much better, right? Because it's very different if you have tens of billions of order from this different suppliers. Probably the costs you command or the prices you command are very different, right? So
Right.
there's these very interesting examples where if you can actually maybe partner with some of these grocers, maybe you can leverage some sort of a preferred partnership that when it comes to their normal stores, they only work with you, right? And this gives you an edge to possibly in a market where it's, let's say, very hard to differentiate sometimes. Yeah.
So it's like one of those verticals that you consider your competitive advantage for some markets because it's like a product that doesn't exist on the large enough scale that goes kind of exclusively on Glovo, right? So that's okay.
And exactly. And I mean, a lot of the times these dark stores, they would actually have value proposition that, let's say, a normal grocer can't serve. For example, in some countries, the grocers don't work on Sundays. They're basically closed.
Yeah,
They have
like in Germany or in Poland.
exactly. There's a few countries, right? And they're big markets. But due to regulation in some of them, you can keep these open, right, on Sundays, which means that you now actually have a very good proposition. It probably means that your local grocer can't really buy them because the minute they do, this whole thing goes away, but you actually have a meaningful differentiation. Or opening hours. Like a lot of the grocers, for example, will be closing off at 8 or 9, right? Because the store closes at 10 on the platform, they
Right.
close an hour or half an hour before that. But because they need to basically prepare for the next date. So this is, I mean, they close to the public, but now everybody goes to restock everything, get all the deliveries in, right? And they probably do it
Right.
until the wee hours of the night. But you would have your MFCs, etc., be open to 2 a.m. I mean, there's no problem, right? So you service quite a big demand between, say, 9:30 in the evening and 2 a.m. in the morning. And actually, you see that the orders just massively spike just because
Right.
you're providing something nobody else is. So there's examples here where you can, think, is this enough to help me actually keep these and work around or build on top of these two key differentiators? Because it really matters on, let's take a country, right? Do you have the top grocers willing to work with you, right? And support, and they seeing the opportunity that I believe there is, or not, right? And if they don't, right, it's a lot quicker and simpler, although expensive, right, for you to build out these micro fulfillment centers. You can play with the different delivery radii to cover the city, right? You don't need to have 100 of these in a city, or even sometimes not even 10. You can probably cover the city meaningfully with most cities with like 5 of these, right? At max, sometimes with 2 or 3.
Right.
And then this gives you the speed, right? And this gets your customers to actually, not only order food, but now they order this as well. It teaches them. It also shows. It gives you some numbers, obviously, to show to the local grocers to say, look, I mean, we're doing this with a small thing that's never going to compete with your core value proposition, but you can see these orders, and if we do it right, there's a lot in it for you as well if you come on the platform.
That's very interesting. So it's also like a sales strategy for you to acquire bigger guys, right? To become more efficient in the long run, right? Because you're proving the model and you're telling them that, hey, actually people want online, they're buying online, and we know how to make it profitable for your case, right? And how we can make it efficient with you. And yeah, it's actually a very, very nice case studies. Expensive one, but but still, it's a very good side benefit, right?
Exactly. That's the thing. It's a little bit expensive, right? Especially as you're learning, right? Once you learn how to do it over the months and the years, right? As a company, you can do it really well, but at the start, it's expensive, right? It's expensive sometimes to set it up, although that's not a big expense, but to run it in a profitable way,
Yeah,
manage inventory, manage your perishables, right? Your fruit and veg, which is such a massive part of the customer demand. And you get this stuff wrong, you kind of throw away half of it. It's quite
easy,
expensive, right? When every cent counts, right? So
100%. And I think it's a like a very good process to acknowledge for everyone who's looking at this industry, because once again, the things that you guys are doing at Glovo, guys are doing at Uber, Volt, DoorDash, etc., right? All these things are very new to the industry, and it try fast, fail fast, and learn faster, right? Like you just cannot survive without trying. You don't have a book that was written by some very smart guy who has been doing it for 150 years and can tell you like a playbook. No, it's everything is developing on the spot, and everything is developing with such high speed
yeah,
and so many moving parts and elements, like the development and penetration of internet, the penetration of general digitalization and right fintech, the development of the gig economy, and in general the market working in delivery, the internet speed, the mobile capabilities, and there are so many things that changed massively if we look like from what it was 5 years ago, for example. The presence of capital and the mood in the market, right? Like there are so many things through which you need to learn, and you have great times for the industry like COVID, where you just didn't have a problem with marketing, for example, and you
yeah,
had operations lagging, and now you have just other problems, right? And this is how the industries become industries and companies become companies, right? Like is this growth uh, span, right? That Glovo and all these companies are walking, and quick commerce is a very big part of it, right? It's here to stay, right? Like people want it. People still want to order online. Quick commerce doesn't have to be 10 minutes. It can be 30, 45 minutes. It's still damn fast, as we already discussed it with you. And
yeah,
there is demand on it, right? And
yeah.
while you're doing it efficiently, leveraging all your company internal capabilities and leverage the knowledge that you build over time, uh, you can bring massive benefits to the business as a total with it.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. And I think, as you said, you're kind of just starting. You've learned a lot, on the go, but it's also just starting, right? There's a massive opportunity, right? If you look at groceries, the size of the market, compared to say cooked food, right?
Yeah.
Like restaurants, there's a massive difference. So yeah, absolutely. But it's been great. I really appreciate it. It's actually really good conversation. I wish I was having more of these just to share ideas and actually learn. So thanks,
And
man.
we should do it. I really enjoyed it, and it was my first podcast after a while,
Yeah,
and it was really fun to do it together and to raise so many cool topics. And I think we discovered some really interesting angles for the audience to listen. So thank you very much for joining, and thank you very much for this a tremendous number of insights that we uh, shed some light on today.
no, thank you, man. Thank you. It was a pleasure.